What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 27 of the season 3 of the Monday Night Wars. I am Chad Talks, and joining me as always is Matt Gaming.
Oh, Chad, you went on a little robot there. A little spice it up. You spicing it up a little bit?
I am a robot. Hello, welcome to Nitro and Raw.
I didn't say do it. I just said, are you?
Oh.
We're going to the Maryland. Oh, we're going to Maryland. We're going to the Comcast Center in College Park, Maryland, Chad. Go, Maryland.
Oh, Maryland.
Last week on Monday Night Raw, Pringle, if you want to recap, we saw Alex Wright relinquish the European Championship. We saw Kishi get attacked by Triple H and Kurt Angle, all that stuff. Let's get into Monday Night Raw tonight. We have a lot of things in store for you. They could be called wild. Speaking of wild, we have we have Volador Jr., Chad, making his way down to the ring.
I love Volador Jr.
There was a new article released on www.whosthiswrestler.com. Damian Jones to the Lakers. Oh, okay. That's cool. We're in the middle. While we're recording this, we're on the start of NBA free agency, so there's going to be a lot of shit. Chad.
It's a good thing. If we would have been recording this literally 20 minutes ago, this would be a much longer video because it would have been us just like reacting to all the news.
Oh, Malik Monk. Yeah, who cares? www.whosthiswrestler.com. They made an article on the future of wrestling. Luchadors edition. Volador Jr. was in that list, and he's here tonight. He's here to make a big impact in the pre-show. So he's taking on
Rey Mysterio in that list.
He took on Jason Knight, Chad, the world's sexiest man.
Okay.
Next to me, he beats him in 806 with a flying senton. Big win for Volador Jr. here, Chad. Okay, that's it.
All right, that's it.
I want your opinions on everything, Chad. I want to hear what you think of
Volador Jr.
I didn't say fake it. I just said give your opinion, not being a cuck.
That was a match. That was a good match, I guess.
Akana and Lisa Marie Varon take on Takako and Toshi Yamato, and the women's champion and Lisa Marie Varon get the win. I left this at random, and the two underdogs get the big win.
You know what? We love a good underdog story.
Lisa Marie Varon pinned Tatanka. Wow. She pinned the former champ. Oh, man. Yeah. What more can I say? Starting with 100, because that's what we do here on Monday Night Raw. We only put out absolute bangers, Chad. Only put out bangers. And we get the slow recap of what happened last week on Raw with Kurt Angle. Standing tall after all these four men, basically attacked each other in order, blah, blah, blah. What do you do? Yeah.
What do you do?
Yeah, what do you do? This is a recap this is a last week on Raw kind of thing. You know how they do on TV shows?
Got it. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I'm trying to stay away from, like town hall promos where it's just a 10-minute promo to start the show. I don't want to do that. I want to start with...
Right.
I'll start off with a match like Alex Wright taking on Teddy Hart. They got a 90, Chad. Alex Wright defeated Teddy Hart in 1505 with an STF. A big win for Alex Wright here. A 97 for Alex Wright. Big match for Teddy Hart. Last week we saw Alex Wright relinquish the European Championship, shocking the world while simultaneously maybe devaluing the European Championship in your eyes, but in my eyes, it only, a guy like Alex Wright holding it only boosts the value of it.
Yeah, and then saying, fuck this trash, I don't want it. Got rid of the prestige that it had.
No. Well, he's out there now, and he says he's been told that this next match is a European Championship Invitational for the vacated belt, and he's just gonna be out here just to watch it, just to see who.
He doesn't care.
He just wants to watch, Chad. Good Lord.
Okay.
Lou Dort got a fucking bag. Good for you, buddy.
Oh, wow. Who the hell is Lou Dort? Got the bag, though.
European Championship, the winner, Chad Collier.
Oh, the rat boy.
The final four were Bryan Danielson, Lenny Lane, and Nick Gage.
Oh, what a joyous day. What the biggest day in professional wrestling.
Bryan Danielson being the final elimination. Lenny Lane got the most eliminations.
Fuck Bryan Danielson. We're not talking about him. We're talking about the European champion, Chad Collier, the rat boy.
Chad Collier, your European champion. Big win. And then after the match, Chad, what do you got to say about this win?
Oh, man, there are so many people I want to thank. But why would I? Because I'm better than all of them. Oh, this is the greatest day of my career, the day that the rat boy wins the European Championship. I hope Fig is watching. Oh, I did it. Look at me. I'm the best. Thank you, Alex Wright. That's who I'll thank. Thank you, Alex Wright.
Tom Pritchard. We go backstage and Tom Pritchard is warming up Sean Daivari for his big match up next, Chad. Big Sean Daivari, you know.
Is it giving him a coat?
What?
Or is he giving him a coat or some hot chocolate?
What do you mean?
Warm him up?
All right, I moved Chad to a different voice call, so he can't be here anymore after that terrible joke. Sean Daivari takes on JBL. Sean Daivari defeats JBL in 12:26 with a matching carpet ride. Chad, can you see the screen again?
Yes, I can.
Big win for Sean Daivari. He's been on a roll, Chad.
Yes.
He's been on a roll. We move on.
Good for Sean Daivari.
Good for Shark Boy. PJ Black and Shane McMahon are backstage, and The Rock comes up to him. What?
Good for Shark Boy.
You said Shark Boy.
I said Sean Daivari.
Same difference.
Okay. I almost just fell out of my chair.
Why?
I was rocking.
Did you read the news of Nick Batum returning to the Clippers? And you're like, whoa!
Wow!
The Rock, he says, PJ Black, I don't know what the hell. The Rock doesn't know what the hell you're doing, talking about this domination, you're going to control WWF. I'm going to beat your ass. But The Rock doesn't care for it. The Rock is going to be the leader, the face of WWF, not PJ Black, not Shane McMahon. No, The Rock. So PJ Black, I highly suggest you take your candy ass straight back to the SmackDown hotel before I have to kick your ass. If you smell what the... Shh. And he puts his finger on his lips. PJ Black puts his finger on The Rock's lips. I don't want to hear it, Dwayne. You're either with us or against us. So either get behind me or get out of my way. And he walks and he pushes him out of his way as he walks through the locker room, the hallway. We move on. The Bashams take on the Shining Stars here, Chad. What a match this was.
What a match.
People, I was called personally on my personal number saying, hey, can you book the Bashams more? And I said, yeah, they're Raw superstars. I can do that. And only Raw superstars. The Bashams.
Only Raw.
Danny Basham pins Primo with a leg lariat. Doug Basham, weak link. What do you feel about the Bashams, Chad? Were you a big Bashams guy?
Oh, I mean, I wasn't the biggest fan, but I'm certainly not going to bash him.
Nice.
Thank you.
God fucking damn it. I just realized what you said. Vince fires Chad Pringle right here on the spot. Says you can't be doing this shit anymore. He announces the main event next week after what we saw last week. The match, Kurt Angle, Triple H for a future World Heavyweight title shot. The next World Heavyweight title shot, sorry, I should say. So next week, the main event, Kurt Angle, Triple H, a one-on-one match. The winner will be the new number one contender. Are you excited for that match, Chad?
Yeah, I'm excited for that match.
Who do you got winning?
Man.
Stasic takes on Dean Milenko in a nice little a match, and he defeats Dean Milenko in 17:27 with a Falcon Arrow. What a match that was, Chad.
Yeah, it was a good match.
These two big men, Sean Stasiak, he's working out to his own highlights. He's probably gonna work out to this highlight now too. And then after the match, he's like, "I'm Sean Stasiak. I'm one of the greatest pieces of work here. I'm one of the greatest. I got one of the greatest bodies, one of the greatest resumes here. But also, I got the biggest bone to pick with everyone backstage because I still have not gotten my hands on Brock Lesnar. Now, Brock, the only reason why that didn't happen earlier was because you were the world heavyweight champion, and I just couldn't get my way to the number one contender. I couldn't get my way to the top to fight you. But now you got no hiding behind a belt. I've already beat Tyson. I already beat Orton. You got no more hiding behind your Future Shock members. Brock, when Kishi beats you again for that world heavyweight championship, I want you. I'm calling your ass out, Brock. And I'm going to finally get my revenge on the man that cost me 8 months of my fucking career. 8 months of the prime of my life. The prime of Sean Stasiak. I will never forgive you for that. The fans will never forgive you for that. And Chad Pringle will never forgive you for that.
Never will.
Brock, I'll be watching not only your match, but my highlights of me beating Dean Milenko. And when that time comes where we step into the ring one more time, I'm going to do to you what you did to me, and I'll put you on the shelf. Mark Henry and Kurt Angle. Mark Henry, they're coming up with a plan. He's like, Kurt, you got this. But just in case you don't got this, I got a plan. I got a way that you'll come out next week, the number one contender. And he brings him in. I don't know what the plan is. The camera can't pick up the audio there. We move on to our main event, though, Chad. Edge and Christian making their way out. Edge says tonight he's going to whoop Jushin Liger's ass all over the arena here in College Park, Maryland, here at the MD Comcast Center. It's Edge taking on Jushin Thunder Liger in our main event here on Monday Night Raw. Chad. Jushin Thunder Liger.
Jushin Thunder Liger.
And in a 98, Jushin Liger. Jushin Liger with a flash roll-up pinfall. 1, 2, 3. Gets the win over the tag team champion. Edge was too cocky, and he let his guard down, and Jushin rolls him up and pins him.
Insane.
And I forgot to book a post-show angle, so that was it.
So that's it.
A 96.
Wow.
Oh, what can I say? Another one for the good guys.
Yeah. Raw's probably going to be the best show of the week this week.
Oh, no.
I guess we'll see, though.
All right, we'll see you for...
Actually, you know what? I think I could take it. I think I could squeeze it out, actually. Now that I'm looking at my card, I think I could take it.
What are you squeezing out?
Oh.
We'll see you for WCW Nitro, where Chad will squeeze it out.
I will squeeze one out. You heard it first. You heard it here first. Alrighty, I told you I'd rub one out, and I've rubbed a...
What?
We said I'd squeak one out. No, restart.
Welcome to Nitro.
We said I'd squeak one out. I misspoke.
Oh my god. All right, continue, Chad.
Fuck it, let's go.
Work your way out of this one, buddy.
Fuck it. We're fuck it. Start the show.
I can't.
Ugh.
Wild.
Wild. Happy Milenko starts the pre-show off. She says, listen, Toyota got a fluke victory over me, and everyone's talking about how she deserves a championship match. And listen, all right, I would love to get my win back. Listen, I'm a champion, and I've beaten so many members, high caliber members of this women's division. I want to see if she can do it. So I have a few challenges for Minomi Toyota, and if she completes those challenges, I'll give her a match at Fall Brawl. First, I want to see if she can, if this win was a fluke or not. So tonight, she's gonna take on Luna Vachon.
Okay. All right.
And Justin, in a pre-show bout that had decent wrestling but little heat, Minami Toyota defeated Luna Vachon with the Ocean Queen Bee Bomb.
Rub one out, you lunatic. Jesus.
Justin, the first challenge has been completed from Toyota.
Yeah.
Justin, in our pre-show, and that was going to be on the main card, but we had to cut it for time, so unfortunately. But in a decent pre-show match, Chris Hero defeated Brian Knobbs with a Hero's Welcome.
That is true.
That was Justin's pre-show match that he made.
That is also true.
Justin, explain this match.
I can't right now. My brain's a mess after what you said.
Okay, next match.
I can't think. You pervert.
Next segment.
All right.
Paul Heyman is with the Heyman guys, but Minoru Suzuki is not here. It was reported that Suzuki was injured. He's fine. He can work through it, but he is not here. He is recovering at home. So Taka, Taz, and Shane Douglas are with Paul Heyman. And Ahmed, Big Daddy V, and Monty Brown show up. And they get in the ring, and Paul Heyman says, "Well, Ahmed, have you accepted the War Games challenge from the Paul Heyman guys?" And Ahmed, he gets in the ring and he says, "Paul, I've accepted your match. And listen, you can talk about the tag titles. We can put Money in the Bank on the line. At the end of the day, none of that matters to me. What's more important to me is showing exactly how dominant we are. And if you're dumb enough to put Minoru Suzuki's Money in the Bank contract on the line, he's not even here. But if you're willing to do that, listen, I'd gladly take it. Because, listen, Big Daddy V and Monty Brown, they're going to keep their tag titles after War Games. Now I'm going to have the Money in the Bank contract. And I am not going to wait almost a full year like Suzuki. I'm going to cash it in sooner than later. And I'm going to become world champion. And Planet Ahmed is going to show why we are the top faction. So Paul Heyman, you want to take us on at War Games? There's going to be blood. There's going to be guts. There's going to be violence. And Paul, you're on War Games. Paul Heyman guys taking on Planet Ahmed. So let's give these fans a little bit of a preview. See, I've got here my big muscle, Big Daddy V. He wants to fight a member of the Paul Heyman guys, and he wants to fight one in particular. A man who has a pinfall victory over him, Taz. So Taz, you accept our challenge for tonight. And Taz says, I'm going to kick that guy's ass. And then afterwards, I'm going to kick your ass. And then I'm going to kick Monty Brown's ass. And then I'm going to kick every single member of Planet Ahmed's ass. And the Paul Heyman guys, we're going to win. And I'm going to get back the tag team titles with the franchise. And the franchise Douglas says, yeah, the franchise.
The franchise.
Justin, we get Big Daddy V versus Taz to start the show. And in a good match, Taz, Justin, once again has Big Daddy V's number as he beats him with a T-bone suplex. So when Taz T-bone suplex Big Daddy V, the crowd lost their mind.
Yeah, so have I. So have I.
And we get another package of Chris Jericho, Justin. Once again, it shows it's like the same package we saw on Thunder. It shows his band tour. It shows his SummerSlam appearance. And everyone's just asking, where is Chris Jericho? What was that sound?
What?
Nothing. Justin, remember the stakes for this match? Queen
Rub one
Charmel
out.
told Trish Stratus that if she beat a member of her court, she get a match against Queen Charmel. But if she loses, and she's out of Nitro. And then about that decent wrestling, but little heat, Trish Stratus defeated Cutie Suzuki with the Stratusfaction.
I have off-screen Bagley resigned.
Nice. That's what I like to hear. Detroit Pistons keep getting better and better, baby.
What I was going to say is, like, off-screen, I keep telling Chad that Debbie Milenko and Trish Stratus are the future of his company, whether he likes it or not. I'm glad to see you're finally doing something about it. Trish Stratus can go.
It was one of those things where I've wanted to use Trish Stratus for a minute, and her star a little bit behind the curtain. Her star quality is very high, but also, like, you can only run China Debbie, and like Queen Charmel with like Cutie Suzuki also in there sometimes. You want to run those four so many times, so you eventually got to make some new stars in this women's division.
And having Trish Stratus take on Charmel's not even a star. That's the shitty part for you.
Right.
She's booked like one, but in the game, you know how my frustrations are with that.
I know for sure. But regardless, Trish Stratus and Queen Charmel have a match at Fall Brawl, Justin.
Is it gonna be great? Time will tell, but I'm ready for Trish Stratus to beat Queen Charmel.
And Trish Stratus.
Did you like that? That was a haiku.
I loved it, Justin. She says, Charmel, I'm going to kick your ass, bitch. And the next segment, we've got Carly Colon and Tommy Dreamer. Once again, Justin, they are training. Tommy Dreamer walks over to Carly Colon and he says, listen, you have to keep training because next week, I was just told by Jeremy Borash, a big, tough enough announcement. All right? And I don't know what it could be. I know there's you and Chuck Palumbo are the only rookies on Nitro. So I have to assume you two are going to wrestle and the loser's going to be eliminated. All right, so we need to train. We need to train our asses off. So they get back to training, Justin. Tommy says, we need to dream big. And Justin, Fit Finlay promised a match against his rookie tonight. And Fit Finley's doing a little bit more hands-on training.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
I know what he means. I think you knew exactly what that meant when the start of this episode.
And about that decent wrestling, but little heat. Fit Finlay defeated Chuck Palumbo with a two-bone tombstone pile driver.
You're flustered. You got your head in the wrong spot right now, don't you, buddy?
Good heavens.
Yeah. Wow. Fit Finlay beating up his rookie. That's kind of fucked up.
Well, tough love. We got a tag team match, Justin. The Dudley Boys defeat the Headbangers when Bubba Ray Dudley pinned Mosh with a Dudley Death Drop. And Justin, Bret Hart versus Kip James. And in a good match, Bret Hart defeated Kip James with a victory roll. After the match, Bret Hart is celebrating in the ring. And then he's attacked, Justin, by somebody in the crowd.
Who?
A masked man.
No one knows. Security started to go after him, too. You can't have a fan go out there and beat him up.
Exactly. A fan literally jumped the guardrail, beat up Bret Hart, and was then chased away by the crowd, or by the security.
The crowd?
We have no idea who he was, but he hit Bret Hart with a lead pipe, Justin.
Oh, he piped him.
He snuck in a lead pipe, hit Bret Hart over the head with it, and then ran back through the crowd.
Who do you have as your security team?
Good ones, apparently. Who is the masked guy? Who knows? But Hulk Hogan gets in the ring and he says, well, let me tell you something, brother. This has been a very exciting Nitro, all right? And it keeps getting better and better, brother, because I have a friendly competition with Chris Benoit, brother. You see, I've been telling him for the last few months that I've been scouting him, so I think, brother, it's only fair that he gets to see the Hulkster in action. So I told Benoit, you pick an opponent for me, and I'll pick an opponent for you tonight, and let's see what the other one's made of. So I don't know what opponent Chris Benoit's got for me, Jack, but why don't we bring him out?
I don't even remember. Patty Mills back to Brooklyn. Oh,
And Justin, and about to head great heat and good wrestling, Hulk Hogan defeats the hardcore champion, Hardcore Holly, with a big leg drop.
I booked this and I forgot it was booked.
Yes. And Justin, not to be outdone, Chris Benoit comes down to the ring, and he hit the opponent that Hulk Hogan picked out is his buddy Scott Hall. And in a superb match, Chris Benoit defeats Scott Hall with a Dragon Suplex.
That makes sense. I wonder why Chris Benoit picked Hardcore Holly. Are they mates? Are they friends?
I think they're friends. Yeah, they're friends. They're buddies.
Are you sure?
Yeah, they earned some respect after their title match last week.
Ah, you're right.
And then, Justin, we end the show. It's got a 71. That sucks.
Because it was you told me to book it with how many minutes I had left, and I had 1 minute left. And if you look at the dirt sheet, segment rating was limited for being short.
Oh, well, we should have.
Hey, I did what you told me to do.
I know, I misspoke. I said just get it available, like even going over. But whatever, it's fine. We got a
I couldn't even go over. This was the only minute you had left.
Oh. Okay, fair enough. Well, regardless, I won't go over the promo because we only had a minute. Justin, it's official. It's been signed and sealed and delivered. Sting, Rob Van Dam, and Shawn Michaels will happen, and they talk some shit to each other. Shawn Michaels makes fun of Sting's face paint. Sting makes fun of Rob Van Dam's dumb catchphrase. And Rob Van Dam, and Rob Van Dam makes fun of Shawn Michaels' haircut.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, no. Chad, what's going on, buddy?
We get an 87. Well, we couldn't squeak one out, brother.
I can't believe you said that.
The way you said, what? Was so funny. That's what got me the most. Just you, the first time ever on this series, you just being speechless. Just, what?
We'll see you for SmackDown, Chad. Hopefully you get your shit together. Oh, yeah. Another one for the good guys.
And we're here with SmackDown, Justin. Let's see if you can let's see if you can get a better show than Nitro.
Do you think I can't?
I don't think you can.
Do you remember what Nitro got?
You know, it doesn't matter what Nitro got because I know Thunder won't do better.
What?
Heard
me. Confusion. I like your tactics.
Confusion.
All right, let's start the show. Chad,
I misspoke, but in my misspeaking, I also confused you. So,
tell me about this match.
Yeah, it was two former WCW guys, Disco Fury taking on Tatanka. Much like most matches Justin books for his shows, two former WCW guys squaring off. And a pre-show bout that had subpar wrestling and non-existent crowd heat, Disco Fury defeated Tatanka with a sleeper hold.
Did you just call Tatanka a... Well, I guess technically he is a former guy. All right. I'll take it.
Yeah. You take him.
Shut the fuck up. Hey, what about this match, Chad? Stevie Ray takes on Test. Two men.
Another former WCW guy. Stevie Ray.
Test.
Is Test a former WCW guy?
No, you wish you could have him.
I don't say it, but yeah, this was Justin's pre-show match.
It was. You're right.
No, I'm right.
We didn't even know, right. I don't even know who won. Shit. Sorry, now I'm all flustered. Ooh, you hear that?
I did hear that.
You hear that? Okay. This match was this promo right here is Eric Bischoff condemning. Well, not is condemning, scolding, punishing. He's punishing Psychosis for his actions last week. He's about to suspend Psychosis, for attacking Scott Steiner. And most of the time, people are, you see beatdowns. No one gets suspended. So this is outraged psychosis, Chad. And he comes out and he gets in Eric Bischoff's face. He like pushes him with his shoulder right in his face. He's like, "You gotta suspend me? You gonna suspend me? You gotta suspend this pussy Scott Steiner. He ran away after winning last week. He ran away. He thought he got the job done. He got another fluky win." All right, Scott, if you're really a man, if you're really the big bad booty daddy, you would face me in a match. You can't run away. One final time, Psychosis, Scott Steiner, steel cage, bad blood. That's the next pay-per-view if you didn't know that, Chad.
Oh, interesting. I tell you, can I answer for Scott Steiner?
Yeah. Well, Scott Steiner's not even here.
The only pussy I suspended was when I lifted your girlfriend up with the biggest arms in the business, baby. Ha ha! I'm gonna kick your ass at Bad Blood, is what he said watching it at home.
Yep. Well, he's not at home. He's just backstage. He didn't answer the call.
Oh.
So Eric Bischoff, he says, okay. So we are getting Psychosis, Scott Steiner, steel cage match. But Bischoff says, if you lose this Psychosis, if you ever think you're going to come in here and tell me what I'm going to do, I'm going to reverse the cards. If you lose this, I don't want to, you're never, I don't care if Scott's holding the belt. I don't care if fucking Kid Cash is holding the belt. You're never on SmackDown getting a world title opportunity if you lose. No one comes to my show and tells me what to do. All right, chef? So Psychosis, if he loses, no more world title matches on SmackDown, no matter who the champion is. Chad Assen makes his way down to the ring. Chad, he had a big win last week over. Chad, what's your deal? We're recording, and he just sent me a Snapchat of a fake tweet.
That's not a fake tweet.
Look at Look at his name, Chad.
Oh, there's no check. Okay, never mind.
You just got fucking.
Damn it!
You just got ball sacked.
I just got bamboozled.
I'm looking at his tweets still on my screen. You dimmed it. Trent Assen makes. He's taking on Chris Sabin, and he defeats him in 11:39. Chad.
Good for Trent Assen. Big Chris Sabin guy, though.
Chris Sabin, former Cruiserweight champion. So Trent Assen fighting through the old Cruiserweight champions. And he calls out, he gets the microphone. He says, hey, I've beaten 2 former light heavyweight champions in the last couple weeks. Bischoff, do something. Daniels, do something. I want a match with you, Chris Daniels. I want that I'm ready for that light heavyweight championship. And Chris Daniels says, I always pictured Chris Daniels as like a hippie when he's with this picture. Like he's just happy-go-lucky. He's got a flower, like a necklace of flowers. He's like, But that's not what he is. He's like, yeah, Trent Assen, yeah, you got it. You got it, dude.
He's Michelle Tanner from Full House. You got it, dude.
Tomko, Road Dogg in a match here, Chad. Tomko defeats Road Dogg in 6:58 with a chainsaw cutter.
Good for Tomko.
Good for Tomko. Getting a big win. He's celebrating. Someone comes out and hits him with their finishing move. This guy. Rhino.
This guy. The big old spear.
Hits him with the gore, Chad. Comes out and gores him. What the hell's that about? No one knows. No one knows. All hell has broken loose here, the XL Center here on Friday Night SmackDown. We move on.
Oof.
2 members of The Departed.
This SmackDown sucks.
2 members of The Departed, Gene Snitsky and Gangrel, defeat PG-13 when Gangrel pins JC Ice with the Impaler. The first time we've seen the tag team duo of Snitsky and Gangrel here on Friday Night SmackDown. And the rest of the party get in the ring, and Kane does his little arm gimmick where he lights the ring on fire, and then they disappear in the flames. We are backstage, where this time Eddie, Chavo, and Latin Lover come up. And hey guys, you guys want to come? You guys came into our locker room last week. How about we come to your club this week? Yeah, you're talking that shit. How about we start a fight? You guys want to fight us? You guys want to wrestle? How about the three of us against you two and what other member of your washed up WCW guys you have back here? All right? And Rick's like, hey, Eddie, Chavo, you guys both couldn't cut it in WCW. You guys were never world champions over there. Me and Randy, both of us, world champions. I don't know what you're talking about washed up. All right? Both of your careers were floundering before you made the move. All right? You're lucky to be where you're at, both of you. We'll find a guy back here. We'll get one of the boys, and we'll see you in the middle of the ring tonight. So we got 3-on-3 match. Guerrero Dojo against Randy, Rick, and a member of the Gentleman's Club. Who is he going to be, Chad?
I'm going to pick Chase Tatum.
Wow,
Wow. You almost did it.
Mick Foley taking on returning Perry Saturn. And Mick Foley gets... Perry Saturn can fucking go. Another one that you should be mad that you let go for free. Mick Foley defeats Perry Saturn in 14:59 with a double arm DT. A huge win for Mick Foley here. After the match, picks him up, gives him a double arm DDT for good measure. What the hell? Mick Foley's gone off the rails, Chad. One week he's a good guy. This week he's a bad guy. What the hell is going wrong with him?
He's not a bad guy. He's not a good guy. He's the guy.
We go to Quebec City, if that's a real place.
Why are we in Quebec City?
Because the French Canadians are here. They're getting ready for SmackDown next week in Canada, Chad. They're warming up. They got all the fans. They're doing more French shit. They're playing. This time they're on the ice rink. They're playing hockey. And Rene Dupree just scored a sick goal on Rob Conway. And then he did the French tickler.
Is the three of them just playing hockey?
Yeah, they're schooling kids. They're schooling the French Canadian children around in Quebec City. Backstage, Randy and Rick, boys, we need a partner tonight. We need a partner to team up with us against the Guerrero Dojo. DDP raises his hand. He's like, boys, take a big whiff of his cigar. I'm surprised it took you this long to... Shut up, Diamond. I love you. You lost to John Cena last week. Booker, that's probably the same reason why we're not having you out there tonight, too.
I was right.
You got to deal with John Cena. All right? We don't need you to get hurt. We don't need you to lose the United States champion. Clyde? Yes, boss? You're in. I don't remember where that was supposed to go right after that. I kind of panicked when I made Clyde like a little bumbling idiot right there. Clyde's a good guy. Clyde's a cool cat, not a yes man.
Clyde, you're in. Okay, boss.
Chad, you want to work at Flanagan's? Yep. I'll cut that out.
No, you won't.
All right. Eric Bischoff says, he says Stone Cold. We haven't really seen Stone Cold on SmackDown as of late. I don't even remember the last time I've seen a Stone Cold match on SmackDown. Tonight, here at the XL Center, our main event, Stone Cold Steve Austin. 2 weeks ago, he sent The Undertaker through hell. Well, tonight, he's going to take on Jeff Jarrett. And if he can win that match, Stone Cold, he will be the new #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. Stone Cold has to win tonight to be the new #1 contender. Good Lord. Oh, my God. Sorry. I saw. Gentlemen's Club defeated the Guerrero Dojo, though, Chad. In 1643 when Clyde Flanders pins the Latin Lover with a pile driver, Chad. It was a good match, but Chavo tore his rotator cuff.
Oh no!
Yeah, and Randy strained his back. So that was probably awful for poor Chavo. Chavo, that's a 9-month injury.
That sucks.
Well,
at least he's not running. At least he's not running for president, though.
fuck off, Del Santo. Kevin Kelly, hey Mystico, your friend. How are you feeling after what happened last week with the Psychosis losing his mind and shoving you out of the way? Is he all right? Do you have any insight on what's going on with Psychosis in his head? Kevin, I have no idea. I just hope my friend's all right. And I haven't talked to him. I haven't spoken to him since last week. But next week I'm gonna see if I can get to his head and see what's going on. Because I'm worried about him. I'm worried about him, Kevin. He's never like this. We move on to our main event, though, Chad. Stone Cold Jeff Jarrett. They make their way down to the ring.
Fuck off.
Add another one to the list here, Chad. Add another one to the list. Jeff's second. And Stone Cold's fifth. He now takes the lead for most overall out of anyone. Stone Cold taps out Jeff Jarrett, and that makes him the new number 1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. The winner of the Psychosis and Steiner will take on Stone Cold, it seems like. But after, Paul White steps into the ring and stares down Stone Cold, and he says, Steve, I'm coming back.
Stone Steve?
What was that, Chad?
You said Stone Steve. You're like Stone?
Yeah, I said the wrong word first, all right? Is that a problem? Is that an issue?
No, it's not an issue.
Stone Cold, Stone Steve Austin, I'm coming back. You think you're going to just walk in here? I'm coming back for the belt that I never lost. If you think you're going to be number 1 contender, you got to go through me first. And they stare down, and Austin flips him off, and that's how he ends Friday Night SmackDown. With a 77, because I didn't check the segments, but I still got 100. It's all good.
Looks like Thunder won't be the worst show of the week.
Yep, that's unfortunate. How many times have I done that? I've done that a lot. It happens. It happens. I did what I said I was going to do, though, and I got 100.
If Thunder is worse than this, I'll be very sad.
Well, we don't count the worst shows of the week, and we only count the best.
Yeah, but I think this would be really bad if Thunder does worse than this.
Well, at least I increased popularity in one region, so who cares?
Yes, and I only lost it in 26.
44. You got both numbers
44.
wrong. I pay for Discord Nitro for better resolution, and you still can't read that?
Yep.
Oh my god! Oh, because you don't. Yeah, because you're on your laptop screen. You goofball. We need to get you a monitor.
Got to eventually.
Yeah, we'll see you for Friday night.
Justin, I was gonna. And we're here on Thunder. We only have to beat a 77, so I think we can do it, Justin.
No, you don't. You have to beat a 96 to win this week.
But listen, I just
take the big wins.
Right.
Stop getting the little wins, buddy. Try to win the actual thing. Stop trying to fight for third place. Are you a third place kind of guy, Chad?
Well, I mean,
stop shooting so low. You can do better than beating a 77.
Right, we're gonna beat it. We're getting a 98 today.
There you go. There's the confidence of Chad that I know and love. Come on, buddy. Right, you got this.
You know what? We're getting a 100 show today.
Yeah, let's go.
I'll eat my own foot.
That's an ugly foot.
All right, we start the show off. We don't start off with a promo like every other wrestling show. No, on Thunder, we care about wrestling. So we're starting off with a prestigious wrestling match. AJ Styles versus Grandmaster Sexay. And then about to head good wrestling. And a decent reaction from the crowd. AJ defeats Grandmaster Sexay with a Styles clash. Justin gets an 81.
Yeah, Chad's pumped up right now.
Off to a banger start.
Chad is torqued up right now.
bricked up.
Yeah.
After the match, the Sweet Sensations, they're the tag team cruiserweight champions, and they beat down AJ Styles.
Why do they beat him down, Chad?
Because they're facing Ray and AJ at the pay-per-view, so they got to make them a little weaker.
I didn't know that was confirmed.
Well, it got confirmed over the weekend.
Hmm.
Backstage, Haas and Benjamin are talking, and Haas is like, Shelton, no matter what, you keep on winning your big matches. You can't get eliminated. Listen, it's so great to be your tag team partner and to be your best friend. And Shelton says, yeah, man, listen, I pull it out when it matters, And listen, people are telling me, yeah, but every match I'm in is for elimination. I'm getting pay-per-view matches, and I'm winning. People don't watch this show. They watch the pay-per-views. So they're seeing me go undefeated on pay-per-views. Listen, I have to be the favorite here. And then Vader and Shamrock show up. And they're dragging an unconscious Chris Harris, who, of course, is Raven's rookie. And they throw Chris Harris down, and they go, well, you know what, Shelton Benjamin? Boss, you guys have a big challenge today. Because you two are facing off against Owen and Raven. Shelton, let's see if Mr. Clutch Shelton Benjamin can pull out another win. Make us proud. You'd hate for something to happen and you wind up like this guy.
This guy. Oh, no, okay. Sorry.
And Justin, we got a tag team match. Haas and Benjamin taking on Owen and Raven. And about that good wrestling, any decent reaction from the crowd. Owen Hart and Raven defeated Haas and Benjamin when Owen Hart pinned Shelton Benjamin with a spinning heel kick.
Shelton, once again, losing on the TV shows.
But if this was a pay-per-view, he might have won.
He might have won.
Justin, speaking of champions and winning, Low D, the 24/7 champion, is taking on the man he beat for the title, Chester Huey. Well, actually, no, Chester Huey lost to Sick Boy, so Low D beat Sick Boy. But in a decent match, Low D defeated Chester Huey with an aerial brainbuster and makes defense number 1 of the 24/7 title.
Yeah.
Low D is celebrating in the ring his big win when all of a sudden, Justin, a bunch of men from the back, well, actually, men and women, a bunch of WCW wrestlers from the back start chasing Low D for that 24/7 title.
Yeah.
One of those men being the returning Too Cold Scorpio.
ODB, Don Callis.
Look at all these people want to crack at Low D, and Low D heads for the hills. He says, Shark Boy, get the clam car ready.
All right, we move on.
Then this is a triple threat match. Dragon Kid versus Jimmy Yang versus Evan Courageous. Dragon Kid, a WWF turncoat. Jimmy Yang, a guy who, from our developmental, who has been on quite the run, has been impressing us. So we gave him a contract. And Evan Courageous, a man who's been a member of our cruiserweight division since the beginning, a tenured WCW veteran. Which of these three men are going to face Juventud Guerrera for the cruiserweight title? And about that decent wrestling and little heat. Jimmy Yang defeated Dragon Kid and Evan Courageous when Jimmy Yang pinned Dragon Kid with the Young Time. And it may be Young's time.
It's Yang time.
Oh, you're right, Yang time. And he
the
got
fuck
massive
would
Yang
Young
time
be part of this anywhere?
I don't.
Are you all right?
My brain had a stroke. I'm just so bricked up by this awesome thunder.
Chad's horned up right now for a three-way threesome. I mean,
and then after the match, Juventud and Super Crazy, those bastards, there's some anarchy on Thunder tonight.
That's what happened on SmackDown. People. Fuck you. You can't run my gimmick.
Juventud and Super Crazy attack Jimmy Yang from behind.
I'm going to attack you from behind.
And just when it looked like we're going to beat down Jimmy Yang, Justin, Great Sasuke's music hits from WWF. Great Sasuke is here, and he runs down to the ring to fight off Hoovy and Super Crazy and protect his friend Jimmy Yang.
Why are they friends?
Friends.
Well, how? How do they meet?
Listen, I mean, they're grown men. They talk.
But Sasuke... Oh, it doesn't matter.
Justin, Great Sasuke is here.
Yeah, he's been here. This is like his third reign here in WCW.
Well, he's back now, and in a good match, Samoa Joe defeats Kurt Hennig with a Dragon Sleeper.
You really won the battle right there. I got Mick Foley. You got Great Sasuke. Ooh.
Listen, Listen, I can turn anyone into a star.
Get
a load of this. Go to the next segment. After the match, Samoa Joe says, Lance Storm, Team Canada.
You're next.
You cost me an opportunity against Goldberg and an opportunity to re-get my Universal Championship. So now you've made an enemy out of me. Listen, normally you wouldn't be worth the bug under my shoe. But you have my attention. I'll tell you what. I'm not just going to fight one of you. I'm going to take out all three of you one by one by one. And I'm going to make sure you rue the day you ever screwed with Samoa Joe.
Did we ever get the reason why they attacked Samoa Joe?
They just, they didn't like him. They wanted their spot. Lance Storm wanted a spot. And Samoa Joe eliminated Lance Storm, so he said,
there
fuck
you go.
And then
there
Lance
we go.
Storm screwed Samoa Joe.
I needed some background. I just want to know why this was going on. It was
because Justin messed up the booking, but this is why. Rey Mysterio gets in the ring and, he says, Sensations, you took out my friend AJ. AJ's being taken to a doctor. I want some payback, so get your asses out here and fight me. And Shane Helms answers that challenge, Justin. And about that, great wrestling and good heat. Shane Helms defeated Rey Mysterio with a handful of tights. Justin, he cheated and then rolls out of the ring and laughing at Rey Mysterio.
Sorry, I'm on mute.
Not a good night for the challengers.
Not a good night for you either, too, Chad.
This is a great night for me. And our main event, Jeff Hardy and Regal were in the final four of the Battle Royal, but Jeff Hardy eliminated Regal, and Regal wants to fight him, right? And Shannon Moore and Goldberg are facing off at the pay-per-view, so Billy Kidman booked a tag team match in typical Thunder fashion. And in a superb match, Jeff Hardy and Shannon Moore defeated Goldberg and Regal when Shannon Moore pinned Steven Regal with a Morgasm.
Oh, yeah, you had a Morgasm last episode, didn't you?
Might have.
This was a classic thrown together WCW, two feuds, put them into one tag team match. We love it.
Then after the match, Goldberg spears Shannon Moore and stands over him with his Universal Championship.
Yeah, I mean, an 81. You didn't do much better than a 77, buddy.
81. Still did better. You had the worst show of the week. Haha.
All right, let me write that down for WWF. That I had the best show of the week. Once again.
I'm the worst.
Chad? It's all right. What do you? Chad. It's cool. It's cool. Hey, maybe. Hey, I had the best show, Chad. Ha ha.
You lost popularity. I didn't lose any.
You didn't gain any either on either show.
Didn't lose any.
I gained some. You didn't. And I had a worse show than you, and I still gained some.
Yeah, you can't be happy that you gained one fan base and lost 44.
And you can't be happy that you haven't had a best show of the week in a month and a half.
I can't be happy that you had the worst, though.
Well, I'll remember this, right? And I'm gonna go scroll back and I'm gonna watch this episode when I win and once again win the Company of the Year award, and Show of the Year award, and Match of the Year award.
You won't win Match of the Year.
Chad, I just had 100 this show.
I've had 100. You won't win Match. You won't win Match of the Year.
Chad, I love the confidence, but history doesn't. You can't look at history. I've done it 2 times, 3 times already. Maybe one time. Maybe when I just feel bad, I'll let you win one. Like when Big Brother has to let Little Brother win once in Super Mario. Just to make him feel good. Like I'm not make him realize that I'm nice, but I also can kick his ass whenever I want.
I beat your ass. It's gonna make me feel pretty good.
Chad, the way it's going, I'm afraid it might not happen. Your best match had 2 NXT guys on it. And none of your main events.